Morning, my fellow YouTubers. Just want to say happy Monday to everybody. Just had a few thoughts on my mind once again, so I decided to come at you all. So, of course, as we all know, the NBA season is going to be kicking off on December the 22nd. I know it's a lot of mixed emotions from a lot of different fans, players, former players, coaches, network executives, and things like that. I know a lot of pundits said, "Oh, we're going to lose all this money." I understand that. But at the same time, if you play the games and you get the TV contracts, whether it's now or later, you're still going to get the money. I understand the Christmas money. So I have a slight difference in opinion with the NBA and their executives on the start date, myself personally. And the only reason I say that is because, to me, the NBA has gained ground on all the other major U.S. sports over the past decade or so that LeBron James has been one of the eminent superstar players in the entire world. And just to give you a good example of what I'm saying is, it was NFL, and of course, a lot of times people knew that the Major League Baseball was America's pastime for so long. The NBA has been gaining ground as far as ratings, as far as following, as far as money, as far as TV contracts and things of that nature. The NFL prided itself on being a year-long thing as far as free agency and, the off-season. People watch NFL Network. Well, with the NBA season being as long as it is, usually running from October all the way until June, you're talking about nine months of the year. Whereas the NFL is only a 12-week season plus the playoffs. So usually NFL is running you from September just into January. You're talking about only 3 months. So I think the NBA actually missed out on a great opportunity to actually change the season. I think they missed out on the opportunity to be able to change the season to just a different time frame of what it has been. Me personally, I would have liked the season, keep 8 months, keep the 82 games, and I would have liked to see the season go from January until August. And the reason I say that is because you're not directly competing against the NFL. You're talking about making more money. You'd have made more money like that because in January, the Super Bowl is over. At that time, there's no NFL. So typically when the NBA season starts, it starts in October. And a lot of people who aren't big NBA fans, who are casual fans, and other people who love the NFL way more and things like that, always say, well, I don't even start watching basketball after Christmas anyway because of the, so think about how many views and viewership that you lose because you're starting in October. So October, November, December, that's people all into their football. And the NFL has made it to where not only do they have Sunday and Monday night games, they have Thursday night games. So you're talking about NFL, then you got the college football that you're going against. So I just, really feel that the NBA is missing out on a golden opportunity right here to change the season because the NFL is garnering most of the ratings, which, that's okay. But at the end of the day, I feel like the opportunity exists for the NBA right now to have the season from January until August, which that doesn't conflict with the NFL season. Like I said, that would be perfect because the season would be from January to August. Football would just now be ending. Basketball would end in August, and then football would start right in September, which would be perfect. And then let football run from September to January, and then let the NBA season start in January right after football. Then you're not directly competing against the NFL. Now, I do understand that the Olympics start on July the 22nd. I do understand that. But to me, I think you need to sacrifice the greater good of the association when it comes to this, because this is a golden opportunity for the NBA to capitalize on some things. If the younger players want to participate in the NBA, send some of the younger players. Understand we got the players that played in FIBA. Let them also do the same. Let some of those players go and play. Now, I know we got a lot of international players in the game, and a lot of those international players want to go represent their country. Well, if they're in the NBA and they choose to go represent their country over playing in the NBA and going deep into the playoffs, then so be it. That's what they choose to do. Sometimes there's going to be a conflict in life, but you got to choose the greater good. I think the NBA is saying that they're going to make way more money by having this Christmas game because Christmas is their time. But I think the NBA can stand to make a lot more money by not playing in December anymore, by starting their season in January. And another thing that really kills me is people saying LeBron James, oh, he tweeted out or put an emoji with a face slap saying, oh, 71 days off. Which I do understand the season was down for a minute because of COVID and players had 3 or 4 months off. But you better believe, rest assured, if anybody going to be ready to play, it's going to be LeBron James because he keeps his body in fantastic shape more than any other superstar in the NBA. Now, he's going to be, 36 years old now. So I can understand everybody talking about load management. They're going to give him a hard time. But look at Kawhi and all the other younger players that do load management. To me, I think that LeBron is going to be ready. And the cherry picking comment, I don't think it's like, oh, I'm going to cherry pick games. I think, on back-to-backs, maybe LeBron might not play at that age. He might not play. And a lot of people say, well, Jordan never did load management. Let me tell you guys something. The speed and the pace of the game, the number of possessions per game is so much more than it was back then, especially with the new rule change of the reset to the 14-second shot clock. That really increases all the possessions of the game and increases the pace of the game. And I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody. Now, I do think LeBron James will be ready. But I'm going to ask any of y'all on a Monday morning how you ever woke up, oh, I don't feel like going to work. Oh, man, I'm tired. Oh, man, who complain? So I want anybody who all on LeBron James tip saying, oh, he complaining. Oh, he just had these days. Do you complain about going to work? Do you complain about going to your factory job? Do you complain about going to your desk job? The man got a right to complain. Did he say he wasn't going to be there? Did he say he wasn't going to show up? He just made a face slap emoji. How many of y'all on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, oh, I got to go to work. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't feel like it. Oh. But this man don't have the right to complain after he done spent 10 years in the finals with deep Olympics run and running deep into the finals every year. See, Jordan had a break. He had a break for baseball. You understand what I'm saying? And took a year and a half off. LeBron hasn't had that break. He's run deep into these playoffs. Even if you go back and look at the Detroit Pistons when they went to the finals in '88 and lost to the Lakers in 7 games. And then they went to the finals again and beat the Lakers the next year. And then they went to the finals again and went up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Well, after 3 years run to the finals, players tend to get tired and fizzle out. Look at the Golden State Warriors. They went to the finals 5 years in a row. Then what started happening? Injuries. Fatigue. That's what happens. So don't get on to LeBron James because of this. He's played more minutes than damn near anybody in the history of the league. He's about to pass Karl Malone in that stat. And don't give me this, oh, he's great because of longevity. Because if he was great because of longevity, why don't everybody stay in the league 18 years? Because you got to be talented enough to do so and athletic enough to do so. So don't get me started on LeBron James. That's not even what the video was about. But I did want to mention that about how he did complain and how people cried about it. So just everybody stop crying about LeBron James and let LeBron James be great. Because they're going to win another championship. And I'm going to make another video about Kevin Durant. And I'm going to make another video about Golden State and some of the things that's been said about that. But for right now, I just want to stick to this, to the topic of this. So leave your comments and let me know how you feel, if you agree with me or not, as far as the start to the NBA season and how they're missing out on a major opportunity to have their season run from January all the way into August, which I think would just be a better move because they're not competing against the NFL. So if you agree with that, comment below, share the video, like it. Y'all already know the scope. Leave your comments on any more videos that you might want me to make. Like I said, I've been reading a few headlines. I had a hiatus last week. Had a lot going on as far as my work life, and everything else that I got to do. I am a granddaddy. But anyway, like, comment, share the video. If y'all want me to make another video about anything else, leave the comments below. I'll be more than happy to look at that topic. Again, this is B New saying right on to the real and death to the fakers. I'm out.